Good morning. This is the Formalization Admiral and Chancellor Aqeilan Takatani. Uh, I have some logic which I acquired recently and is for the residents across the aggregate who have had the objective or from this point are considering relocating in terms of becoming a resident of the planet of which I will be the Chancellor and continuing activities as Formalization Admiral. I started thinking about the breaking point event, what, in terms of what would it be, uh, which would begin the point where residents start to actualize and become residents, neighbors of mine on the planet. I am conducting activities of formalization. It would have to be after moving to a different country, which are plans that I have set into motion, and residents out there who have been working in terms of conducting positive only activities for their own situations are thinking of maybe or coming to know this right now. So in addition to everything that we're seeing going on right now, such as me being a resident of the United States and its current government shutdown, and me saying in the previous video that it looks like, based on what I heard on level 2, they are conducting these activities with the intent of objectives which are antagonistic towards my own, involving formalization, my own situation involving acquiring finances, and everything else such as the league activities. So it would be from that point. Residents have been working towards an objective, I have been hearing, to get themselves collected through their situations in order to actualize as a resident of a different planet from the one that they are on, or to hopefully be actualized on the planet where I am the lead administrator. What are we thinking when it comes to that? In terms of the processes, we all know what happens because how many of us have been traveling around in our situations already? Or hearing the logic when it comes to. You just maintain your assets and your security. What does that involve? Having objectives, which are positive only. You stick to these, especially your target relocating objective there. You keep that the same. You don't back and forth on it in terms of, do I really want to live on a planet with this guy as the Chancellor or not? You come to firm decisions on these and stick to them. The outside will conduct activities to assist you in relocating to where you desire to be, and it must be also with displaying that you are conducting positive only activities such as maintaining your assets and having the objective to acquire CLA from MLs of those which you think would not be obstructions to your situation if you were to. Would be an important thing. Is there a need to get further into that? No, not really. But the ETA on these events, monitoring in real time right now, and then your own activities on your own timeline there, working on planets where possibly they're staying in line with the date of my own situation. And then eventually, right, just in real time, the days of the week stay the same. You work towards the objective to relocate. And then your logic when it comes to processes involving formalization, your objectives in doing such. You don't have to be a superhero, you don't have to be a government official, but you are in line in terms of CLA, and I require firstly formalization personnel, not only residents. If you want to include yourself as a resident who doesn't want to work for the government, you have to think of firstly, my job as formalization leader is to staff the capital of the planet. I'm thinking in terms of the tens of thousands to the hundreds of thousands. Maybe it's around at the capital. in terms of the amount of personnel that it would require across the planet for the states, administration, and their facilities. I have the numbers, which I put out working with the FPs that were of my original planet. Maybe we're around the personnel requirements of 2 million across the planet, of an S6 size planet. We start firstly with S4, meaning that I have to kind of recalculate how many FPs we will need for that situation, because it's 14 million maximum until we increase in size, going to, it goes to S5 and then S6, which is what people consider S8. 6 billion. It's S6 actually. So it's 14 million. Have to bring down the numbers, and then how many will I require at the capital of the planet? Because firstly, it's 200. It's 200. You have to be ranking in terms of the CLA of the FPs who come to me. They will come to me in 3, 2, 1, and we will communicate to the point where I can decipher that you are who you say you are in terms of your situation, your ability to conduct activities as an FP, as a captain at the capital of the planet. And then we have meetings, and we start to construct, firstly, operations together and voting with it amongst each other for the operations across the planet. All abiding by UL, positive only, and with the objective to have a NACAP under 5%. We don't conduct these activities firstly. You don't have a government in order to live here. So that is priority number one. If you're thinking you're down the line, does it really matter when your situation is in real time? No. So it's just on to these objectives, and whilst monitoring the situation currently, when I move. And then it looking more like residents will actualize once I move and begin activities in another country, already with the finances to be conducting activities. So that'll be all for now. Good morning, sirs and ma'ams.